What is going on, guys? Welcome to Virtual Redban number 683, New Wave Coke. That's right, I got some new toys from newwavetoys.com. We'll check that out in a second. But first, happy Tuesday. Welcome. I am having my first drink of the night. Cheers if you are having a little drinky poo. Yes, this is a Death Squad mug. And yes, you know what to do. If you want to get a Death Squad mug, you go to deathsquad.tv. That's right, the original website. And at the very top, you go right there. It says Shop Squad. Click on that, and that'll take you to shopsquad.tv. There you got shirts, hats, mugs, tons of stuff. But shit is selling out and going crazy. Guys, also, a lot of people have been loving this 7 Itchy shirt. If you don't know what this is an old shirt I designed a long time ago. The whole shirt is made out of 7s. Ooh, I wore this to Vegas, and people were complimenting me left and right, all these crazy gamblers. But it's the Itchy Death Squad logo, all made out of 7s. We got a bunch of shirts, a bunch of mugs, a bunch of hats, it's even stickers in stock right now. Go to deathsquad.tv or shopsquad.tv if you just want to go right to it. But deathsquad.tv has all the links. You could also have all the different episodes of Kill Tony. And fuck, if you missed episode 632, Monday's episode, you missed the great Sugar Sean O'Malley. That's right, UFC champion. And Joe List, who we've been wanting to get on the show for a long time. Man, what a great freaking episode that was. Sugar, what's so cool about Sugar, I should say, he's an old school fan. He's been a fan for a long time. And man, it was so great having him on the show. because he watches the show. He watches every episode, and he's been, talking about it, and just having him on the show, and just having, I mean, isn't that crazy? A UFC champion. I mean, the best. Just a Kill Tony fan hanging out with us scumbags. And what a great episode. Of course, yeah, you got that drama, and you got a bunch of other stuff. This girl was kind of cool, but kind of weird. This guy, oh, the old great David Jolly, one of my favorites. And of course, William coming out as Sugar. How crazy was that? How crazy was that? And how crazy is it that I'm having sound problems again? That's just great.
On this past weekend, that's
Jeez,
crazy. They let loose a bunch of snakes on a motherfucking plane.
Jeez, why is this not? Jeez. There we go.
Showing us today exactly why.
Anyways, great episode 632. You can check it out at Kill Tony on YouTube, which is just blowing the fuck up. Look, this just came out yesterday. This episode came out yesterday. How many views? It's at 700,000 views in 24 hours. Yeah, it's been exactly 24 hours. 700,000 views. I mean, just the last few months, man, this show has just gone crazy. But anyways, all the episodes of Kill Tony can be found at deathsquad.tv. Every single episode is here, video, audio. You also have the links to the YouTube page, Kill Tony YouTube page, Shop Squad, and the Sunset Strip Comedy Club right here at the top. That's right, that's my comedy club. And it's in Texas, Austin, Texas. So if you're ever in Austin, Texas, make sure you stop by and say hello. We have shows almost every night. We've taken a couple of days off here and there. Now, this week we took a couple of days off because I don't know why. It's just because some nights like Mondays and Wednesdays are just kind of dead. I don't know why Tuesdays are so good, but we were like thinking, hey, why are we open Mondays and Wednesdays when they're dead? But it's not every week. We're just cutting back on some of the days that make no sense to be open. Whatever. Anyways, the most important night, though, is Thursday. That's right. Thursday is my secret show. And even this week is already becoming an awesome lineup. We have about 15 comedians every show, and they're all a surprise. We also have the great Yonder Wizard, who you might know from Virtual Redban. He opens up every show at 7:30 p.m. for a pre-show where he plays music. And then 8 o'clock, it's just nonstop comedy all night long. It's one of those shows, like if you just want to catch up, you just want to see all the shit, all the comedians you've seen on Kill Tony. You just want to see all the greats in Austin, Texas, and some surprises from people out of town. That is the best show to see it at. So come check it out every single Thursday, secret show. Go to sunsetstripatx.com, or of course, everything can be found at deathsquad.tv. Boom, 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 boom. And you could also send me something to my P.O. box if you want to. I don't check it that often, but I tell you what, I checked it today, and I got a couple things. So we'll take a look at that right now. But there's my P.O. box, and there's also my email address. So yeah, I got this P.O. box, and people send me things, and got this today. It's this hard cardboard, and it looks like a bunch of stickers. Somebody has made me a postcard out of cardboard, a bunch of stickers on one side, on the other side, some of the worst writing I could ever read, and half of it has been scratched off because whatever cardboard this is, I guess just peels when it's in the mail. I tried to read this a couple of times, and I really can't. I mean, if you look at this writing, it's just crazy. And there's two parts. There's this black ink pen and then this red pen. I'll try to read this though, okay? I mean, it's like cursive. The first part is in cursive. And we later find out in this that he was drunk the first part. So the first part, he writes cursive. Isn't that crazy? The second part, he is writing non-cursive. But the first part, when he had been drinking, he wrote cursive, which to me is like backwards, because if I'm drunk, I'm barely writing. I'm not going to be fancy smancy pantsy. Anyways, I'll try to read this. Maybe if I read it, I haven't read it out loud. Maybe that will help. And some of it's missing. It's just scratched off, so I can't even read a couple words. And I mean, just look at the first two words. He also put, I have been, all one word. Like the E is going into the B. Gee whiz. All right. I have been a fan since the early 2000 times. I've always kept to myself, I'm guessing, is what it says. But now I want to, it's scratched off, the word about the comedy of the new Redban's now open mic shows just right next door to, and then there's 3 dots. And it looks like he has the time. Now it's 9 a.m. And he writes, not in cursive now, in red ink. I was too drunk to finish this postcard, so I had to stop. I love the stickers you create. Well, thank you. This guy loves stickers. I mean, this just has a bunch of stickers on it. Some people just really love stickers. I love making stickers. I'm a sticker guy. And of course, the new Death Squad stickers with the Toxic Cat are available now. And I get premium stickers, and it has a little fold in the back, so it's easy to take off the back. And these things last. Like, you know, sometimes you put a sticker, like say on your bumper of your car. I don't do that, but you know, some people do. But then like a year or a couple months later, that sticker is just either peeled off or you can't even read it anymore. It's been bleached by the sun. Oh, this is UV protected, I think. But these are nice, thick, quality printed stickers. Anyways, 9 a.m. now. I was too drunk to finish this postcard, so I had to stop. I love the stickers you create. Check. All right, now it's ripped off. I'm guessing because I see a T. Maybe it says check out, quote, the Santa Fe Sticker Fest, quote. And then the words are cut out again. Something are gathering, I guess it's they are gathering stickers from all over the world. Okay, thank you. I'll check out the Santa Fe Sticker Fest. They're collecting stickers from around the world? Okay. But anyways, this is from Sylvanius Paul. Thank you, Sylvanius. No return address on this. But check out the stamps he used for it. He used 4 stamps. There's a penny stamp on there, but all unique stamps. Are these even real stamps? Doesn't that seem like not real stamps? Thank you. Very kind. Very, it's homemade too. Got another package. This one's in a nice big yellow envelope. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff in here. What is this? Okay, we got some official looking paper. Looks like it's from a company. Hello, Brian. My name is Alan Sharkley from the Dream Broker Group, a new firm dedicated to promoting the most exciting emerging conceptual rock bands. I'm reaching out to you on behalf of the band Head with Wings. I'm working with Head with Wings as the publicist of their new record, Without Intervention, coming out October 20th. Ooh, it's not even out yet. The band are big fans and mentioned that they reached out to you via email to check out their new music video and album. They asked me to send you some merch to open up on your show, Virtual Redban. We're well aware of the awesome stuff that you are doing in the Austin with the Sunset Strip. And if you dig the band, they would love to come down and play some shows. Wow. Play some shows, huh? Thank you for your time and consideration. Wow, should we check out the band first and then see what else they sent me? The Sunset Strip is a famous rock club. It used to be a famous rock club in Austin. Like pretty much every single band has played there in the past. I'm trying to write this long URL right now. Publish this. You should have a really quick. Well, I guess this is not that bad. It used to be a famous rock club, anyways. As like the best sound system ever. When we got the club, they had just bought a brand new sound system. The previous bar, or the previous owners of the club. When it was a rock club, they bought a brand new sound system that's over $100,000 just for the mixer, brand new speakers. It's crazy. And then they got evicted, and we inherited this overkill of a sound system for stand-up comedy. So when we have music there, once in a while we'll have some bands play. When we have some music there, and it just fucking rocks. Okay, so what is this? Their new thing is a new band, okay. A new record without intervention. Clients, Head with Wings. Yes, let's see what they're all about, shall we? Okay, let's see. This is the band Head with Wings. Their new album, Without Intervention, coming out October 20th. If I get a copyright strike on this, Alan, I might be pissed. I might talk shit. Just kidding. All right, let's check out Head with Wings. This is, I guess, their new official video, Galaxy. I guess this is a live. This is a live recording. Hold on. I'm gonna pause. Ooh, so they're Twitch. They're cool kids. Well, maybe this would be perfect to play on here. Let's take a look. All right, this is live. I don't know what the live means. Like it says live. Anyways, if you go to Head with Wings Music on YouTube, this is called Galaxy from. I don't know why it says live on there. Maybe it's a live recording. All right, let's check this out. Wait, does it just start like that?
Judging how long can you stay put to task? Some decisions that you make come back to kick your ass. It's a long, hard road in the victim game. It often starts with worry, then it ends in shame. I'll handle all the money and you do you. Just know that if you cross me, I'll erase you.
There you go. If you want to watch the whole entire video, go to Head with Wings Music on YouTube. That is like nerd rocky, I guess. It's a nice video. I'd like to hear their other stuff. That's great. So there you go. So you could pre-order Without Intervention right now on CD and digital. Blue. All right, let's see what they sent me. They sent me CDs. Well, look what I have. I have 3 CDs. I think this is this the new? Wait, is this? Yeah, this is the new album. It's not even out yet. Oh, I'm going to throw this in my CD player. I don't have a CD player. I don't even have it on my computers anymore. Oh, I guess I could use my Xbox. Yeah, I hope. Maybe if I open this up, I mean, what do you think? Do you think albums? I think all albums should come with a digital code nowadays, right? I may open this up, see if it comes with a digital code. I mean, if it comes with a digital code, I'll be jamming to this. I'll throw this in on my. I'll throw this in on my. Oh God. I'll throw this in on my drive. Next time I'm driving. If there's a digital code in here, what do you guys think? Do you think there's going to be a digital code in when I open this up? No. No, don't. No digital code. All right. Well, there you go. Look at this. This is nice. There you go. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. I don't you think though, every time you buy like a CD, it should just come with a digital code? Anyways, here's the album. I also got a couple other albums. I mean, they have a couple albums out here. This is called From Worry to Shame. And this one, very video gamey kind of artwork too. Very, just, very current times. This looks like maybe a single. Very cool. I will... Gosh, man, I wish I had a digital code, though. Maybe they gave me a digital code in here somewhere. I don't know. Oh, and I got a shirt. Now, that's a color. I like the logo. Oh, I like that. That's a cool logo. Wait, did my camera just get really red? Oh, my God, did you see that? When I held up this green shirt, it made my camera freak out. Like, look. Head with wings. Now watch. I didn't really do it that time. Cool. I got 2 shirts. Ah! Oh, man. Same shirt. Got some stickers. Cool. Stickers. I also got this. I don't know what this does, but maybe somebody can scan it. Maybe this is a digital code. Maybe one of you guys could scan this, tell me if it's a digital code, and you get it. I don't know what this is. Or maybe that's just a link to their link tree or something. Who knows? That's it. Thank you, Head with Wings. I will check this out next time I can. God, I wish I... It's so crazy how they, I enjoy a good CD. It's nice, but like I would have to open up my Xbox. And then I would just have to sit there in front of my TV and go, what's up? Boo-doo-boo-doo-doo. Thank you, Head with Wings. Thank you, Alan Sharkley from the Dream Broker Group. Thank you. Don't forget, guys, if you want me to check out your band, or if you want me to check out your music, or if you have a company and you create things, or you're in the VR world and you want to send me a game to look at or something, I don't care. Don't forget, always send me an email, send me a P.O. box. There you go. I don't check it often, so don't get pissed if I check my P.O. box like once every month, 2 months, because it's I went there today. There was a line of like 20 people. That's one thing I've noticed in Austin, Texas. Like, I had to go to the pharmacy, same thing. It's like they just everything's is everything understaffed by you? Like, everywhere around me, everything's understaffed. The UPS store has 1 employee. The pharmacy has 1 person. It's like everything is just understaffed. It didn't used to always be so understaffed, right? Fucking COVID changed everything. Right? Is it COVID, man? Seems like it is COVID. 'Cause I don't remember everything being understaffed before COVID. All right, let's talk about fun stuff. You might see right behind me, right there. Is that a little Coke machine? And whoop, is that another one? And wait, why are those Coke machines look different? Oh, that's new Coke. That's old Coke. You guys remember new Coke? You guys might everyone knows about this, but maybe you don't. Maybe you're 18 years old. But Coca-Cola one day just decided, hey, I know everyone loves Coca-Cola, but we have a new version of it. And so here's new Coke. And they just got rid of the taste of Coke. They just made this thing that kind of tasted like worse Pepsi. They made Coke taste like Pepsi. It would taste like, if I remember, it tasted like a weird flat Pepsi. Or a kind of Pepsi. And it sucked. People got pissed off. So they made Coca-Cola Classic. And Coca-Cola Classic is what the old Coke used to be. And regular Coke, what's this new shitty Coke? Then after like a year or two, they decided, fuck new Coke. And they just got rid of new Coke. But they still called Coke Classic for a while. Now I don't think it's called Coke Classic anymore. I guess it's just called Coke again. When did they get rid of Coke Classic? Hey Siri, when did Coca-Cola stop using Coke Classic? 2009. Wow. You guys remember Coke Classic? Anyways, as you might see behind me, and I've talked about these things before, it's my little mini arcade machines. It's my little nerd stuff. Did I tell you I'm a nerd? Where is my mouse? As we've talked about many times before, there's this company called New Wave Toys, newwavetoys.com, and they make miniature arcade machines. Pretty much, they make everything miniature, but they work. They're real arcade games. Like you could play them. You can, here they are right here. They are exact replica like they are so accurate with it. Like they do things that you would never even think of, like just like the coin doors and they make it exactly like if there was a certain version of it that was different, they'll make that version too. Like if the Mylar was different, like look, I have two Dragon's Lairs. One Dragon's Lair is let's see, let me show you. One Dragon's Lair is the one on the left is if you just bought Dragon's Lair when it came out, like you were an arcade owner. The one on the right is if you had a old, what was it? It was a, whatever. There was two different versions. One was like if you were to buy it, and one is if you were to like take an old video game and like make it, well, who cares? Anyways, they have like, they are just super accurate with everything. They even sell like, look, these little stools. And if you might see the carpet here, I know it's hard to see. This is the worst video. But the carpet's like the old arcade carpet. They play, it's the whole games. And they're actually, you would think because they're 1/6 the size, I think it is, that would be hard to play. You could actually play. I've played long. And these are, exact everything. Like even like this, like if you know the original Dragon's Lair had that second LCD screen above the screen that just had the scores and stuff on it. See those little numbers above? That's a second LCD screen. I mean, they do everything perfect. The side art is exactly how it was. Look, it has even a little roller ball on it. Anyways, you've seen me go through this before. And it's funny, when I posted, I don't know if it was this video or another video where I showed all these arcade games, somebody like told me that they watched the whole thing only to realize that these were not real arcade games. They thought it was like regular size. I think it was a different video though, not this one. Anyways, when I found out about these things, I bought one and I thought I just bought it for fun. I didn't know, look at this Street Fighter. I mean, it's just a perfect replica of it. They don't have a Tron one, Positive J. You're thinking of, these are small. Look, hold on. these aren't. You're thinking of One Up arcades, which is what that Pac-Man is back there, which is also smaller. No, these are this big. Look, this is how big this thing is. I don't know if the battery's charged or not. Yeah, it is. It should turn on soon. Maybe. Now, this is exactly what the arcade would be. Just that one. How'd you put a credit in? I can't do it backwards. I have the volume down. So, this is actually... Which one am I? Okay, I'm Ryu. Oh god, this is backwards. I can't play backwards. Okay, anyways, this is how big this is. So, and I mean, it has everything to the, perfect, even the coin door, blah, blah, blah. You guys get the idea. Anyways, whoop. I bought one of these, and immediately after buying just one of them, I fell in love with it. I was like, I did not think I was going to like it so much. I went crazy. Like, look, I have both Q*berts. The one on the left is actually one that an early prototype that they tried out at a few arcades. Like, they didn't know what to call it yet, Q*bert. So they just had, like, look, the art's different. The side panel art is different. Like, look at this side panel art. Like, they didn't really have any. This is actually an arcade that was in arcades before Q*bert was made. And, like, if you look at the normal Q*bert, it has the original side panel. Like, that's how much this company, I love New Wave. They just do such a good job. Their quality. I mean, they're not cheap either. They usually run about $150, but they sell out really quick. And so what happened is I fell in love with them, and then I bought all the ones that were available. There was like 3 or 4 different ones available still. And then I had to go on eBay, and pretty much I own every single New Wave. There they all are. I collected them all. I went a little crazy. I spent way too much money. I went crazy. And I don't recommend you doing it. I mean, don't go crazy like me. But they even have like these little change machines. And see these little change machines on the left? You guys remember remember that old school change machine? I have both of them. There's that one, the brown one, and then there's the blue one, like right here. And those change machines are exact replica of the old change machines. And those are USB hubs. So you could plug all these in. So it's kind of like a change machine that powers all these up. So in the back of this change machine, it's like a USB hub that you can then plug all these different arcades in. But they have batteries, but, keep them plugged in. Anyways, New Wave Toys is just killing it. And they recently, they're just like the change machines, they have been releasing new stuff, including the Coke machines. Not only do they have regular Coke machine, but they have, when New Coke came out, the New Coke machine. Now we'll check that in a second. They also have Space Ace is still available, but look, they're also coming out. This is something they just came out. They're coming out with an old school cigarette machine. So you can put that in your arcade. And When they release this bonus smoking kit, it also comes with tiny ashtray and cigarettes and little smoke cigarettes. When they announced this like a month ago, when this went on sale a month ago, they pissed off half the people in the groups, the Facebook groups and stuff that I'm a part of, got really upset. You know, it's mostly younger kids that don't get it. Like, no, this is supposed to be an old arcade. This is supposed to be retro. Obviously, cigarettes are shitty and bad for you, but like people got mad that they released a cigarette machine. But anyways, you could still pre-order this, I believe. Or maybe it's already, maybe the pre-order is over. I don't know. They also did this USB Art-O-Mat machine. I don't know what this is. I don't remember what this is. What's Art-O-Mat? But these are also USB chargers or USB hubs, both of these. So I got both of these. They should be coming out in December, I think. Do you guys know what this Art-O-Mat is? I don't know what this is. What's Art-O-Mat? I couldn't figure it out what it was. What? Is it supposed to just look like an old machine, I guess? Oh, it's a cigarette vending machine? Oh, so this is also a cigarette vending machine. This is a 1/6 scale replica of the Art-O-Mat located at Pussifar, the store in Jerome, Arizona. See, I don't even know what this is. I like the look of it, though. What? I don't even know what this is. Anyways, they also have Berserk is coming soon, which I love Berserk, and Frenzy, which I believe was the sequel to Berserk. That's their next release. They also, coming soon, one of my favorite games, one of the hardest games, Ghosts and Goblins, is coming out soon. And they have 2 versions of that. Anyways, they have stools. They have, this is also, you've seen me talk about their little boom boxes. But look at this. They're coming out with a Zoltar, you know, from like Big, that actually works and sounds exactly like them. I mean, once you get addicted to this shit, though, I'm just warning you. Once you get addicted to New Wave, you might not want to even start. Also, I like the fact that New Wave and our logo at Sunset Strip is almost the exact same logo. Look at that. There's Sunset Strip. It's pretty much the same thing. It's almost clip art. Grand Theft Auto clip art. Yeah, so there's a few you can get. You can get Missile Command right now. You can get both versions of it, the beta test, the field test version. I think you could also order the Ghost and Goblins soon, or it's coming out soon. But if you want to get into it, there's a lot available. And check out like Amazon. Now, I'll tell you right now, there's a few of them in my collection that are just stupid expensive. I forget which one is the most expensive out of the ones I have. I want to say I think it's Centipede. One of them was just really expensive. And I'm not even going to tell you how much I spent on it because it's embarrassing. But they're usually about $160, which is expensive. But I'm telling you right now, it's quality. It's, you know, and I would think of it more like a piece of art than like a toy. Like, this is not something you're just going to buy and give your kid. It's just like something you put on like a bookshelf. Then once in a while, you take down from the bookshelf and you're like, you know what? I'm going to play. Anyways, let's check this out. The Coke machines I got because I want to show you these Coke machines. Now, there's 2 different versions of the new Coke and the old Coke. I actually made a video of this. If you're a member of my YouTube, that's right, I have a membership on my YouTube. It's $5 a month. You get a bunch of deleted videos. You get a bunch of extra blog videos or videos I record from secret shows and Kill Tony and stuff. And you get deleted episodes of Virtual Redban. But, you know, this is up as a members only video, but I'll show you this right now. This is my Coke machines. Now look how they also have lights. They have lights, and it's kind of realistic. A lot of people are mad because the lights weren't uniform. Like if you look at it, there's kind of a shadow over here on the left, and if you see it in person, you're like, and a lot of people are mad at it. It's done on purpose. It's supposed to look like an old shitty Coke machine in an arcade. Like I think a lot of people don't know that. You know, they kind of got mad. Some people got it though. But you know the crazy thing about these Coke machines is the same detail from the arcade is done with these Coke machines, and they had to get permission from Coke to do this, which is insane. But let's check this out. Here they are. Now, if you look really close, even the little dollar machine, like I'll zoom in a little bit better. Like here, I try to get close and stuff, but let me zoom in here. So like even the coin slot, it comes with little mini quarters that you put in. But if you hit that red button next to it, it acts like the credit button. And I'll show you in a second why. But look at the dollar. The dollar, it even has the little green light inside. You know, remember those little dollar bill changers? And of course, the side art. Oh, wait, is that a little can of Coke in there? Yeah, it comes with a 6-pack of cans, and each one of these cans are just tiny, but they're heavy. Like they feel like they're magnets almost. Like, but we'll get to that in a second. But look at the side art. The side art is exactly what the old Coke machines are. Here's the new Coke. So when new Coke came out, this is the old Coke machine of the new Coke. How crazy is that? Here's the new Coke logo. It had the gray stripe for new on it. And great new taste. Look at that. Great new taste. Only if they knew. And they got the old arcade, the old vending machines, and they scanned that thing and did everything exactly. And including, did I mention that you could open these up? Look at the side art. The side art is the new Coke logo. Gray stripe. Isn't that weird? But check this out. Did I mention that you can open it up? And did I mention that these are actually real refrigerators? Mini refrigerator. You could put one, I think you could put one thing of like one of those plastic things of Coke in there, or like maybe 2 cans in there. But if you look, this little shelf moves, or you can remove this this shelf right here. And this shit gets cold, by the way. What's cool is that there's a switch on the back of it that lets you either just turn the lights on, like if you just want to put this on your shelf with the lights on, you don't give a shit about the refrigerator, or you can actually turn it on as a refrigerator also. And I turned it on one night and then I measured it, and it got down to like 33 degrees. It got cold. Like my can, it was like the coldest can of Coke. I just put one can in there. It was like the coldest can of Coke ever. I was like, let's see how good this works. I didn't think it was going to work that great. No, it's legit. It works. Now you might see on the left side, what is that thing on the left? Those are actually where I put my little cans of Coke, because this has a little trick. Check this out. Get that dumb box out of the way. So you can put the little fake coins that comes with in the little thing. Or if you don't want to do that, like I didn't want to even deal with those little tiny coins. I feel like I may lose them. So you could also push this button twice. Each time you push it, it does 1 credit for a coin. So watch, I'll push it once. And see how the lights beside the Coke aren't on? If I hit it again, now they come on. Now I got a credit. What happens if I hit one of these buttons. That's right. It dispenses a little fucking can of Coke. I showed my maid this today. She's from a different country, and I think she's from Brazil or something like that. And her and her Brazilian family were all gathered around. They were like, they love Coca-Cola, I guess, in Brazil or something. I don't know. And I showed them this, and they were freaking the fuck out. Like, this is like the newest technology they've ever seen. And their broken English was like, oh my God. I should buy them one. Maybe I will. Anyways, it's hard to get it out of there. But look at this. And that's that little hard metal can of Coke. And what a weird, this is like a bullet almost. Little tiny cans of Coke. Do it on this one. There's already one in there. Oh, I got two now. It's kind of hard to get out. Actually, they come with, they also give you like these really huge tweezers just so you can like get them out. I think they probably were like, oh, people are going to get pissed. It's hard to get the thing. So they give you tweezers also, which I thought was funny. Here's a little classic Coke. You guys remember, here's what the old classic cans of Coke used to look like. And there you go, guys. That is the Coke machines from New Wave. I love it, and as you can tell right now, if you look behind me, they fit perfectly. Like when I first saw them, I was like, these are too big. I don't think these are the right size compared to an arcade machine. But now that I put them up here, I think that's about right. Yeah, it actually somehow fits perfect in the arcade. Someday I'll have these all turned on. Like, it's such a pain in the ass turning each one of these on and each one of these off. And, oh, this one's not charged. I have to plug this one in. But when I have them all plugged in and like they have like their attract modes on the arcade games, like where it's just like, you know, when they're just making noises, trying to get you to put money into them. It's a special thing. It sounds like you're in an arcade. You know, especially you have like the Cubert going and like doing the cussing thing, and you hear dragons like Dragon's Lair, like the, you know, the attract modes. It's really cool. Anyways, all this can be found, by the way, at New Wave Toys. If you want to become addicted, and I'm telling you right now, I'm warning you right now, maybe you don't want to do it. Now, New Coke is still in stock. The original one is actually out of stock, but unlike New Wave, this is something new. It's out of stock, but it says there's more on the way. So here's your chance. You can get the New Coke machine right now. It is $160. It is expensive. It is unnecessary, but maybe you have a friend that's a huge Coke fan. You know, a lot of people collect Coke stuff. When I was a kid, this is how big of a dork when I was a kid, I mean, not a kid. Let's say when I was 19, I was a huge Coke nerd. Like, I was a Coca-Cola guy. And I was really bummed because I missed drinking Coke out of a bottle. And this is like before Mexican Coke was available. Like this wasn't a thing yet. Mexican Coke wasn't a thing yet where you could buy Coke in a bottle again. When I grew up, all the Cokes, all the pop, all the soda came in bottles. They didn't come in plastic. So when I was young, or when I was in college or whatever, I did a lot of drugs. I was on mushrooms every day. But I missed drinking Coke out of a bottle so much that I went to multiple antique stores and I bought old Coke bottles. I washed them out. Then I poured Coke in them, and I had got caps also from the antique store. Like they had cap collections there too. And I pushed the cap on, put them in the refrigerator, and I used to act like they were Coke. Like I would like take my little bottle opener and open it up and be like, it wasn't the same at all. But that's how crazy I used to be about Coca-Cola back in the day. I was a Coke freak. I hate Pepsi. I love Coke. Now, I don't give a shit about Coke anymore. You know, soda, I mean, I'd rather have Liquid IV, rather have an Arnold Palmer. You know, I'm not I mean, I still drink Coke. I don't ever buy Pepsi. But I don't know, who cares anymore. But if, you know, I know a lot of people that are Coke freaks, fanatics, and maybe that would be a good Christmas present for them, having a little, you know, Coke machine for their desk at work or their bookshelf. So go to New Wave Toys if you want that. That's, you know, not a sponsor. I wish they were. I know a lot of YouTubers, they send, every time they have a new thing out, they send it to them. I've bought every single one of mine. I've spent way too much money. I'm addicted, and maybe I'll stop. You know, this is not something I really want to continue, because I see myself just be like, dude, when is this going to end? Are you going to become a Beanie Baby baby? Are you going to become a Beanie Baby lady? That's what I was trying to say. Are you going to become a Beanie Baby lady? Where am I going to put all this? Like, this is behind me. This is a huge room, and this is like, you know, this huge counter that it's already taken up the whole thing. Once that's, what am I going to do? This is like dumb. I'm going to have to hire somebody to like build me like a mini arcade on my wall so I could put all these things in or something. I don't know what the fuck. What the hell? This is the worst. Don't get addicted to shit like this, especially when you're 50 years old. You know, what am I doing? Should be saving up for, I should have a baby or something. I should be raising a kid. Yeah, in this crazy world. That seems like a great idea. How about I raise a cat and 2 Shih Tzus? That sounds better. Fucking having a kid nowadays, that's like the scariest thing in the world. I almost want to just adopt like a 16-year-old and be like, hey, you know, whatever. Yeah, New Wave Toys. How are you guys doing in the chat? And I'm sorry, I know I missed a lot of tips and everything. Frank Poe. Bring, bring, bring. Frank not only has been gifting memberships, like I know he gifted a membership to Eric Watson. Congratulations. Frank Poe is pretty much the Santa Claus of, he's the Santa Claus of Virtual Redban. He just loves gifting. He doesn't work for me. I don't know Frank. Maybe I do, but I don't know him. But goddamn, Frank has gifted a bunch of memberships. Green Tea Smoker, bring, bring, thank you for the tip. $1.50, thank you, buddy. Wilford also bring, gifted a membership. God, Frank, Wilford, and Green Tea, thank you. Bring, bring, thank you. Congratulations on all those people that got gifted too. That's awesome. What do you guys think about all those New Wave toys, though? Any of you? I know there's a few of my friends that are addicted to those same things. I think Shane. I don't know if Shane's in the chat right now. Yeah, he is. I think Shane collects them. Or was it Shane or Blondie? No, I think it was Blondie. If you guys know Blondie from Virtual Redban, I think he collects them too. There's somebody that plays with us that also collects them, which is kind of cool. Look, Frank Poe just gifted another membership to Rock and Roll. Rock and Roll, look at this. Santa Claus is in town. Thank you, Frank. You're so nice to these people. Frank is one of those people that goes to Starbucks and like pays it back. Like, hey, I'll pay the person behind me. How's that even work? It's one of those guys. Have you guys ever done that? Have you ever been like, I want to pay for the person behind me? I've never done that. You know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to do like one of those things that they do on YouTube all the time where they're like, I want to order this thing, whatever the person in front of me, I want to order the same thing. I've always wanted to do that. I just know it'd always be really bad. It'd be like, ew, you ordered a McDonald's fish sandwich with barbecue sauce on it, no cheese, lettuce wrapped. Ugh. I know it'd be something bad. I do that at McDonald's drive-thru, pay for the person behind. You do that, Fat? Man, maybe I should do that sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I don't do that. It seems like, that positive shit. I've always just been a good tipper and things like that. But I've never thought to just do it to a stranger behind me in a drive-thru. I don't know. I'd rather like that kind of shit. It's always been like, to me, it's always like, no, I'm not going to help this person out behind me in a drive-thru. I'm not going to help this person behind me at Starbucks. I'm going to do the person that's working right now that I'm talking to. I mean, I just, being a waiter, I waited tables over 10 years probably. And, it's just, I love tipping big. Like, we went and got Korean barbecue the other day. Me and the old lady got Korean barbecue, one of my favorite things to do. And we just had the greatest waitress. She was so nice. Everyone was just so nice. The manager, everyone came over and was just being so nice. I think I tipped. I mean, our bill was pretty expensive. We went a little crazy. But let's just say I tipped a little crazy. And, that felt so good because I'm sure that doesn't happen often, especially at a Korean barbecue. But I just remember being a waiter, and when somebody did that to me, it always felt so good. So I always, that pay it forward and backwards. It's like, hey, do it to the employees that you're ordering the fish fillet from, Yeah, I gave her $5. That's what I did. All right, let's move on. Now, other than these little new wave things that we had to talk about, there is some VR news and there is some other game news that we could talk about. I know it's like a weird transition. Now let's talk about video games. Let me think. Maybe I can think of something else we can talk about real quick. I watched what was it I watched? Oh. This is what's crazy. Let me smoke some green tea real quick. I have a little rant I want to do. Hold on one second. Now, I don't know about you. There was a time where every time there was a new season of South Park or there was a new season of Rick and Morty, I knew. It was, all over the place, advertised all over the place. And ever since like streaming became real popular, I noticed that there's a lot of times that I don't know what's going on anymore. Like South Park, I don't think I've watched the last 2 seasons of South Park because I don't know where to watch it. I don't know if you've been following the whole South Park thing, but like there's like movie episodes on like Paramount Plus, but then there's like normal episodes on like Hulu or something different, and then there's comedies. Like it's all over the place. It makes no sense. I don't know where to watch. Like it used to be so easy, and I think even like iTunes, then I was like, fuck it, I am just going to buy everything on iTunes. That's what I do with Rick and Morty. I buy every season on iTunes. But with South Park, I think I can't even buy everything on iTunes anymore. Like you have to only watch it on Paramount Plus, or there's something like that. I might be wrong, but it is out of control. Like how much some of my favorite shows. I think it started with Adventure Time. I used to watch every single episode of Adventure Time, and then it got lost. I'm like, wait, there's a season going on. Where do I like? It's just confusing. Everything sucks when it comes to that, right? So I heard there's a new season of Rick and Morty, and I fucking love Rick and Morty. And there's this whole controversy about the new, Justin Roiland. Like, there was all this shit about him, and he got canceled. And then he pretty much got fired from Rick and Morty, and he got fired from that video game. And I fucking love Justin, by the way. Like, I used to talk to Justin here and there on Instagram. He was going to join me on virtual Redban a few times. Justin Roland's friends with a lot of my friends, and he's a cool guy. He's very similar, I feel, to me, like gamer and stuff. And he got he got canceled, unfortunately. But then all that shit got dropped. Like he was always saying, it will come out that this is all bullshit. But that was already after he got fired from everything. And then all of it got dropped, from my understanding. I might be wrong, but from what I understand, everything got dropped. But unfortunately, he got fired from all his jobs, like things he created, like Rick and Morty and this game company, that did High on Life. Pretty sure they all fired him, which sucks because he does all the voices of Rick and Morty. And if you're a fan of Rick and Morty, the idea of Rick and Morty losing their voices, the two main characters, this has happened in the past where, what was it? It was like on Scooby-Doo. Was it Scooby-Doo? Back in the day? I think it was Scooby-Doo. Like, I forget which cartoon when I was a kid I grew up with, and like one of the main characters changed their voices, or like hearing all the different Bugs Bunnies growing up, or all the Mickey Mouses. And like as a kid, you could tell the difference, but then you kind of forgot about it and you moved on. Or like when Tom and Jerry, remember how awesome Tom and Jerry used to be? And then out of nowhere, there was like this new version of Tom and Jerry, and the art was different. Everything was different. It sucked. It was almost like it was done by China. Like China, I never even thought about that. I haven't thought about Tom and Jerry when it switched over to the new version of Tom and Jerry. That sucked. I just remember as a kid, I was like 8 years old going, oh no, they didn't. Like they didn't fucking change Tom and Jerry. I wonder if I can, wait, how would I even search for that? The new Tom and Jerry, fucking that opening. I think there was like an airplane. It was flying an airplane. He was flying an airplane, and he like flew with the airplane. Tom and Jerry, new 80s opening. Oh my God. I haven't thought about Tom and Jerry for so long. So, all right. So, like, there's this Tom and Jerry, right? All right. I might be freaking out, right? So this is, Hanna-Barbera, like that style. See the style of that Tom and Jerry? Just beautiful. Just dun, 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 dun. God, the art of the old Tom and Jerry. Then there was like this new version of Tom and Jerry that came out. Oh, I don't know what year it was. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It was like Tom and Jerry. See, this is like the old style of Tom and Jerry. Very old style. Old style. I think this is the new style. Yes, this is the new style, I think. See how it looks different? It almost looks like this is Tom and Jerry. Like good eyebrows, good face animation, just beautiful art. And then this, maybe that's not it. I don't know any. This. Like, what is this? I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is the new style. And then there's Tom and Jerry Baby. What is this Tom and Jerry Baby? God. Let me see. Different openings. I'll tell you. Different opening. I'll show you the exactly all the intros. Okay. All right, so we got old school Tom and Jerry. I love this. Love it. Love it. All these are good. Classic, classic. I think this is still it. Maybe I'm wrong. No, there it is. Yeah. All right, it was Tom and Jerry Kids. Okay, it was Tom and Jerry Kids. All right, that makes sense. But I feel like this is the bad one. See, this is the bad one. This is the bad art. Bad art, bad art, bad art, good art. See this quality art right here? See how good that is? And then it goes to this. So here's when Tom and Jerry changed for me. All right, I don't want to get copyright at all, right? But well, that's old school, so maybe this is not it. No, I think this is still old school. All right, here. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. See how different this is? It's like almost like Scooby-Doo-y. It's different art. It looks cheaper. It looks like they sent this to China to do. I mean, look at that. Even as a kid, I knew this is not the same Tom and Jerry. Just look at that art. Just take it in. Just look at that art. Keep an eye on that art, and then that. It's different art. Look, he has a red mouth, yellow eyes. You're talking, and then you're going to this. Well, I guess he has yellow eyes there. But it just looks like shit. And then the thing with the babies. So that was this is the new shit too. It didn't get any better. It just got worse and worse. But this is the one with the airplane. Remember I said the airplane? This is when it got really bad. What year was this? Hold on, I want to see what year this is. 1990. Whoa. Brian, what were you watching this in 1990? You were a junior in high school. What the fuck? Dude, they did that with everything. It was like Muppet Babies. Remember Muppet Babies? They made everything kids. Wait, how did I get into Tom and Jerry? What were we talking about? We were talking about... Wait, what were we talking about? Guys, how did we get in there? What were we talking about? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, Brian. What were we... How did we change... Oh, never mind. I remember. We were talking about... So, I keep on missing shows, like South Park, because, I don't... It's on like 40... But one thing is Rick and Morty. I saw there was these new episodes, and that Rick and Morty were actually... They they fired Justin Roiland, who does the voices of Rick, Morty, Mr. Poo Poo Pan, like everybody in the show. Pretty much, he does. He does a shitload of the characters. And when I heard that they hired new people to do his voices, and they hired two different people to do like a Rick voice and a Morty voice, and I was so nervous about this, and I was looking forward to seeing this to see if the show is ruined. And I went on to iTunes last night to buy the new season pass, and I didn't even watch last season. I didn't even know there was a season last year. Usually they took like 3 years off in between seasons. So I just stopped paying attention to Rick and Morty. I was like, all right, I saw it like 2 years ago. It's going to be like 3 or 4 years until the new season. I have to watch the whole season last season before I can watch season 7, the new season. So I am only on like 2 episodes of season 6 right now. So I have to watch them all until I even get to see Rick and Morty's new voice. But then I remembered I had YouTube. So the jury's out, and supposedly both of the actors that are doing Rick and Morty sound good or good enough. They also hired somebody to do Mr. Poopy Butthole, and I guess he's not as good, but I heard the shit on YouTube, and I was like, you know what, that's good enough. Mr. Poopy Butthole is fine. Now, let's check out a YouTube video that will probably get me copyright and stroke. So here is a comparison of the old voice and the new voice. So we're going to start off with, I think, Rick first and then Morty. If you look at the very bottom of the screen, it says old voice. It will switch between the old voice and new voice. You let me know what you think. And if you're watching this on a replay and this part's cut out, just look up side-by-side comparison of Rick and Morty's new voice. Here we go.
Rocks in the kitchen trash.
Well, I don't like your unemployed genes and my grandchildren, Jerry.
I was wondering if you could help me out with a bit of a rake situation.
A rake situation?
Let's just do this.
That's pretty good.
English homework.
What do you say, Rick? To fly through space, come upon something, maybe I have a moral objection?
Rick and Morty, we're back, baby! You on my toilet because you don't know your place, and your place is nothing. So next time you stumble onto a toilet that feels too good for your ass, trust me, it is. Hey, look, Morty! I'm a leg! A leg, Morty! Turn myself into a pickle, Morty! Boom! Big reveal, I'm a pickle.
How long does a society take to collapse?
Let's find out. Behold, my wheel of better things than Morty.
What are you, 8? Dad, you had a job interview, right?
Okay, that's it. 2 crows. You're fired.
You know what? Eat shit. You're just trying to make me feel worthless.
I never said you're worthless. In fact, I've given you a very clear metric of your worth. 2 crows.
I'm telling you, man, you're making a big mistake here.
Who's ready for Rick's famous spaghetti?
I think it's pretty close. I think the Rick is better than the Morty just by a teeny bit, but both of them are good enough. I think if we didn't know that the whole Justin Roiland thing, if we didn't know he got canceled, I think we would never even have guessed that. Now that we know, you're going to be a little bit more judgmental. But I don't think you would. I don't think I would have even ever thought of anything. Now the Mr. Poopy Butthole, is that what his name? Mr. Poopy Butthole, Rick Morty new voice. Am I saying that right? Yeah, whatever. I don't know where the voice is, where I compared it. Whatever. So there you go. New Rick and Morty season 7 just started. You can get it on iTunes. I don't know where else you can get it. Comedy Central. Who has Comedy Central now? Is Comedy Central even open anymore? Is that still a thing? Every time I look at Comedy Central, it's just like playing was it some show over and over and over and over again. I don't even remember what show it is. It's like, wow, it's like The Office or something. It's like, you're just playing The Office on repeat all day long. Is that all you're doing now, Comedy Central? What the hell happened to you? I wonder how much you could buy Comedy Central right now. I wonder if I could buy Comedy Central, like, for a decent price. Like, I wonder if it's, like, going bankrupt. Or you could be like, oh, I'll buy it off you. Right? Who knows? All right, look at that. We didn't look at some VR games. We talked about Mr. Poopy Butthole. All right, I'm looking through all the news right now to see if there's anything I wanted to show you guys. You know, I was just going to talk about a few games and stuff and some news, but none of these games are really that interesting, except one kind of stuck out to me, and I haven't watched or read anything about it, but maybe we can end on this. Tea is Served entertains cryptids. What's cryptids? Is that a term I don't know yet? What are these no caps? What are these? What is cryptids? Alexa or Siri, what is cryptids? What is the term cryptids? I don't even know what this means. Just watch the trailer, I guess.
The guest of honor. Welcome, welcome. May I introduce you to my associates?
Waiter, there's a flea in his soup.
Right, hurry up and feed me, or else I'm eating you. Wolfman's candle went out.
There is one more guest, but he's still missing. But for your sake, I hope he never arrives. And so it begins.
Did I smoke too much? I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to have a heart palpitation. I'm like looking at something going, what? I don't understand what's going on.
Tea is served.
What the fudge? We briefly went hands-on with a Quest 2 prototype, serving guests across the 360 environment while your character remains stationary in the middle. Between making a sandwich, blocking fleas from chupacabra's soup, and naturally pouring tea, it's a straightforward premise, and we enjoyed this frightful dinner's party humor. What? I mean, I feel like I'm drugged. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. You know what? I'm good. Let's just go to part 2 now. Whew, man, that kind of like freaked me out a little because I'm like messed up from that. You ever just like you smoke a little bit too much? I haven't smoked in a couple of days, and you smoke a little too much, and then you get so confused, and you're like, wait, what's going on? What if have you ever been just driving sober, and you're just like on the freeway, and you're just dazed off thinking of shit you have to do or what happened last night. And then you kind of snap out of it and you're like, oh my God, I'm driving. But you were like in autopilot. The car wasn't, you were just like, it wasn't important enough for you to remember or something. I hate that. That's what happened to me just right now. I was watching that trailer, but then I came back and I'm like, what's going on? Are you having a stroke? Yeah, right. Man, maybe I'm good on smoking for a bit. Woo, doggy. All right, guys, if you're new here, welcome to Virtual Redban. This is part 1 of 2. That's right, Virtual Redban's in 2 parts. This first part is what you just watched, which is, who knows what you call that, nerd shit. And part 2 is actually when we jump into virtual reality. This is virtual reality. Look at that. If you've never been to virtual reality, just look how virtual reality it is. It's so diehard. It's so diehard. Anyways, that's virtual reality. And then about 15 minutes, we're going to start part 2. This part's going to end and part 2 is about to start. And we'll be in virtual reality doing the same thing, drinking and probably not smoking anymore for a bit. And just talking, hanging out, going to new worlds. Maybe we'll go to Disneyland. Maybe we'll, go to some Rick and Morty worlds. But in 15 minutes, we'll be back in virtual reality. So grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog, come back to my Twitter or my YouTube or my Instagram or my Twitch. We're going to be starting part 2 in about 15 minutes and go to social media to figure out where and when. I'll see you soon in virtual reality.
Yeah!